Do you enjoy taking road trips? Do you prefer local vacations to international ones? If that's the case, here are the best road trips in the United States to satisfy your wanderlust. Surprisingly, the United States is home to breathtaking national parks, state parks, and winding roads that stretch for miles. Why not take advantage of this situation and go on a road trip to an unknown location in the United States? Will you travel north? What about heading east, south, west? If you're unfamiliar with some of the hidden gems in the US of A, allow me to introduce you to the top 10 destinations to visit on your American Road Trip 2022. Bringing you to our first destination, number 10, Route 66. You've probably heard of Route 66, but never tried it. The best stretch of this legendary highway runs from the Grand Canyon to the Colorado River. But because it's a longer road trip, you can either break it up into smaller parks, or take the entire journey if you're up for an adventure. The road crosses several states. As a result, if you're looking for the best road trips from Chicago, this is a must-see. In addition, if you happen to be in Olean, Missouri, you might be able to attend the Testicle Festival. The festival is known for feasting of battered or fried animal testicles, as the name suggests. Aside from these, there are numerous other Midwest festivals to enjoy while driving down Route 66. It's no surprise that Route 66 has several museums dedicated to it, given how famous and celebrated it is. What's surprising is that all three are in Oklahoma, so if you're passing through, you should stop by at least one of them to learn more about one of the world's most famous roads. Number 9. Highway 7, Arkansas. Unfortunately, Arkansas isn't explored as much as it should be. The scenic beauty of the area is difficult to match, and this is one of the best road trips in the United States. Highway 7 spans up to 290 miles and winds through the state's hardwood and pine forests. If driving exhausts you, stay in one of the region's small towns. There are numerous lodging options along the way. You can also visit the Ozark National Forest in the spring, which looks like a botanical work of art. Consider staying in one of the state's many lodges for the night. The rent may be higher if you travel during the peak season, which is during the summer months. Number 8. Hawaii to Hanna. If Adam Sandler and Jason Segel's films have taught us anything, it's that Hawaii is the best place to get away from it all. Simply sit and unwind. The road trip from Hawaii to Hanna is without a doubt one of the most aesthetically pleasing trips you'll ever take in your life, and it's worlds apart from anything you can experience in the continental United States. Much of the route, all the way to Maui, is bordered by incredible bamboo forests. The trip can take some time due to the entire 64-mile path. As a result, make sure you have all your travel necessities on hand, such as water, snacks, travel humidifiers, sunscreen, chargers, and electronic accessories. Meanwhile, you can take in all the sights along the way. Just don't forget your camera. Up next, number 7. Olympic Peninsula Loop, Washington. The Olympic Peninsula Loop is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and Highway 101 is part of it. Even if you can only travel across the region for a short period of time, it will be worthwhile. Don't forget to walk through the Hoh Rainforest while you're there. In addition, the loop has many coastlines and hiking paths that you can enjoy if you enjoy smaller adventures. The scenic drive, on the other hand, is the most thrilling part of the journey. The route provides views of wildlife, massive mountains, and heart-pounding waterfalls. If you make it quick, you can complete the journey in 3 days. However, if you want to get the full experience, stay a little longer and try to visit every attraction along the way. The staircase is another popular attraction in the Olympic National Park. Number 6. Great River Road. The Great River Road spans 10 states along the Mississippi River. The Minnesota side of the Mississippi River is the most scenic and extends the furthest. Many wildlife resorts, such as Yazoo Refuge, can be found along the way. You can also eat or spend time in river towns like Rosedale. Alternatively, you can stop in Greenville and sleep before continuing on your journey. If you decide to complete the journey, you'll find yourself in New Orleans, surrounded by enjoyable jazz music and delectable local cuisine. Because it will be a long journey, make sure to bring your best cooler for a road trip with you. After all, you're not going to drink from the Mississippi, are you? Number 5. Ocean City to California. While some routes are regarded as the best US road trips due to the diverse entertainment options available along the way, this particular route may leave you desiring company due to how lonely and quiet it is. That being said, this monster road trip is a true all-American adventure that will show you one of the most diverse swaths of America. This road trip from Maryland to Sacramento, California is for those who enjoy scenic beauty and are interested in the United States. The road takes you through 4 state capitals and a total of 12 states. To truly transform a road trip into an expedition, bring a friend and a few good driving playlists. However, The isolation is well worth it because this road trip will take you to some of the most beautiful places in the world. Heading down to number 4, the Minnesota North Shore Drive. A North Shore Drive in Minnesota is a fantastic way to see some of the continental United States' northernmost points while also getting a healthy dose of Minnesota culture. The region's outstanding countryside and breathtaking views of Lake Superior, starting in the northern port of Duluth and ending in Grand Marais. State Highway 61 runs alongside Lake Superior for the majority of the 110-plus mile journey. From there, head north on Highway 61, keeping the lake on your right as you make your way to Two Harbors. Number 3. The I15 Desert Dash from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. The Desert Dash along I15 from Los Angeles to Las Vegas is another fun road trip with friends. This is a fantastic road trip for a truly American adventure with your friends, defined by awesome, action-packed starting and finishing cities, and herring across California and Nevada deserts. You'll begin in Los Angeles, the world's entertainment capital and a great place to visit with friends. If you aren't planning on doing the dash all at once, there are plenty of things for you and your friends to see and do along the way. Primm, Nevada, just across the California-Nevada border, is one of the best places to end your trip to Sin City. Finally, your journey takes you to one of the most incredible party towns on the planet. Number 2. George Parks Highway and Denali National Park, Alaska. Alaska is arguably home to the most beautiful scenery in North America, and none is more beautiful than what can be found at Denali National Park. It's about a 350-mile drive between the two cities, so this road trip can be spread out over several days, especially if you want to make the most of the Denali Highway and Denali National Park. There are a number of good turnoffs and access points along George Parks Highway if you're trying to get to the park. Denali National Park is one of the most beautiful parks in the country, and if you have the time, you should spend a few days here to lose yourself. Just make sure you're prepared. And finally, our number 1, Florida Keys. From Key Largo to Key West in Florida, there is a stretch of road that deserves to be on the list of best road trips in the United States. Locals refer to it as the Road to Paradise, but you may be familiar with it as the Overseas Highway. The mind-boggling Overseas Highway connects the various islands of the Florida Keys and is surrounded on all sides by beauty, from the sand and palm trees on the coast on one side to the sparkling blue sea on the other. One notable section of this amazing road is the 7-Mile Bridge, one of the world's longest road bridges, which runs low enough over the water that you might forget that you're driving instead of feeling like you're sailing. To sum it all up, I can confidently say that this guide covers many of the best road trips in the United States for families and solo travelers, as well as 1 or 2 fewer ones. Whether you prefer the vibrant colors and liveliness of big cities, the beating sun and chilly nights of the desert, or the sound of crashing waves against the shoreline, there's an option for you on the list. On that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, bon voyage!